Legion of the Dead sighted battling Darkspawn.
A new offensive is required against the Darkspawn, says Lord Balin.
Sadly not.
Greetings. Something you need, my dear? Well, we're not exactly alone. What did you have in mind? Oh, but what about our audience? You don't think...
I've seen it a time or two. I won't gawk, trust me.
Well, all right then.
I await your command.
You're awfully bold, walking right up to me after coming out against Prince Balin and the Proving. You do know who I am, right? I'm Vartag Gavorn, the Prince's chief advisor. Well, you have an unusual way of showing it. Why would the Prince possibly meet with someone who came out publicly against him? I see your point. Had you come to us first, Harrowmont would have suspected you. But now, he has no reason to think you're anything other than his champion, on the Proving Grounds and off. Are you saying you'd infiltrate his ranks for us? Let the Prince know what's happening on the inside? That's a gold-plated offer, but I still have no proof you'll do what you say. If you really want Balin's trust, you'll have to prove your loyalty to Harrowmont is just an act. What has he asked you to do next? Then find out and come tell me. If you want to be of use to the Prince, this is your chance to prove it. Stay away from Lord Helmy and Lady Dace. I'm sure we can find a better way to prove your worth. I look forward to seeing you again.
Warden, I'm afraid the Assembly is still locked in debate. What can I do for you? Not until something forces their hands, I'm afraid. Only Balin or Harrowmont can settle this.
News of the hour. Does Lord Harriman think that Orzammar can hold off the dwarves forever? The Assembly demands an answer.
You should find my father in the mines. He will be very interested in what you do.
News of the hour.
If you're looking for Lord Dulin Forender, you'll find him at Tapstalks, taking his evening drink.
Atrasvala, champion. I hear your performance in the Proving was nothing short of amazing. Thank you for convincing his lordship's cousin to rejoin the fight. Baizel's victories convinced several Deshers that House Harrimont has the ancestors' favor. There can no longer be any doubt where your sympathies lie. If you're ready, Lord Harrimont will see you now. His lordship is looking forward to meeting you.
I appreciate what you have done, Warden, and I apologize for putting one of your rank through such trials. I am Lord Pyrell Harrimont, and I thank you for your efforts to help me preserve King Endrin's throne. You may not know the story, but Balin is actually the youngest of three. Endrin's eldest, Trian, was murdered in the Deep Roads not a year ago. His middle son was found standing over the body and was exiled. But I've always found it suspicious that Balin knew just where to look. Endrin loved his sons too much to voice such suspicions. But he knew Balin's only interest in ruling was to further his own power. I have never sought the throne. My role was to serve Endrin, first as his advisor, then as an elected Desher in the Assembly. Harrimont has never been king, and I always assumed Trian would rule after his father. But both Endrin and my colleagues have asked me to step up. and I will not back down when Orzammar needs me. The Assembly represents the voices of the wisest, most noble families. While we need a single king to preside over important functions and lead us in battle, the Assembly better represents all in Orzammar. For us, the Darkspawn are a constant menace, so a blight may not elicit the same urgency you are used to. Ultimately, the Assembly decides what troops to send. If they no longer fear civil war, they'll have no reason to hold back. If you want my support to count, I will have to be king. And right now, there is no sure way to get there. Have you heard of a woman named Jarvia and the criminal Carter she runs? The Assembly receives pleas every day from the common folk, begging that something be done about her. So far, no one has managed. Jarvia hides her base in Dusttown, the raw edges of the city where no one lives but casteless and criminals. If you would help me in this, it would show the Assembly that I, and not Balin, have the ability to defend and rule this city. Do this, and I promise if I take the throne, I will not stop until the Assembly sends your troops. Look for Jarvia in Dusttown. Do whatever it takes to see that justice is served.
News of the hour. Lord Harrowmont endorsed by the Honorable Grey Wardens. Lord Balin furious.
Harrowmont has suffered the warden. Balin will not allow it.
You cannot win! I cannot be defeated. Well, look at that. It's not often old Nadezhda sees a fine-dressed stranger here in Dusttown. Help a poor cripple. What are you looking for? Know her. I used to run with her. Jarvia took over the Carta not more than a year ago. And already she's got every duster with both legs bearing swords for her. Won't be easy. She's gotten real careful since Barat died. Real paranoid. She's got Carta members all carrying these fingerbone tokens. She scratches some mark into them so she'll know they came from her. There's doors to her base all over the city, but only one is ever open at a time. And if you show up without a token, you'd never know it was there. Can't help you there, Sal Rocca. The Carta members keep them real tight. Now, how about that coin you promised? I'll think of you when I go to bed with a full stomach.
Well, look what we have here. Jarvia said you were looking for trouble. Congratulations. You found it.
We are not alone.
Really not alone.
This really gets the blood pumping.
Don't kill me! Sorry ancestors. What do they teach you on the surface? You fight like a bleeding archdemon. Sweet bloody stone, look at them all. The base is below the city. You can get to it through the wall of the third house on this row. Put this token through the slot, and it'll open. Will you let me go now? No!
Of course. Well, all right. As you desire. Of course.
Not so fast.
So I shall. Lovely. Of course. Lovely. As you desire. Well, all right.
What's the password? Looks like we have a martyr, boys.
So I shall. Lovely. As you desire.
Time for a little bloodletting, I see.
I would watch out where I am. As you desire. Of course. Lovely. Oh my. That is lovely. So I shall. Of course, as you want. So I shall. Of course. So I shall. Lovely. Lovely. So I shall. Complete. It cannot be. No, sadly not. Of course.
I love this game.
I have done it. Yes. I see we've got to smell the flowers and adore the sunshine. So lovely when we get a chance to rest for a moment. All out walking. Of course. All done. Dear me, what have finished.
Oh look, some more fun.
And so I shall.
I hope someone was keeping score.
It cannot be. See there? That's a trap. I would watch out where I am. So I shall. Oh no.
Please. Please, stranger. Please, stranger. Let me out.
All over now.
Thank you. We've been down here. It's been so long. My friend didn't make it. Just stopped eating one day and all for a stupid bit.
What say you?
Lovely. As you desire. So I shall. Of course.
Oh, fatality!
And so I shall. Lovely. As you desire. Of course. So I shall.
This won't take long.
See there? That's a trap. I would watch out where you Lovely. Of course. As you desire. Of course. Well, all right. Lovely. As you desire, and so I shall. Well, all right. Lovely. As you desire. Of course. Well, all right. So I shall. As you desire. Lovely. So I shall.
We are victorious again. Marvelous. It cannot be.
Well, all right. So I shall. Of course. Lovely. Sadly not.
Yes.
Dear me, what's all the fuss? And so I shall. Lovely. Of course. Well, all right.
Too easy.
Of course.
Where to now?
I have done it. What are we doing? And so I shall. Of course. Lovely. So I shall. All right. As you desire. Of course. So I shall. As you desire. Lovely. Complete.
You'd like?
It cannot be.
Oh, look. More fun to be had.
Well, all right. As you desire. So I shall. Well, all right.
So, Harrowmont finally realized we're taking the city, yet he still can't be bothered to send his own men. Well, you picked the wrong side, stranger. It doesn't matter who's king, as long as there's a queen. You'll pay for their deaths 100 times over. Kill them! But leave the pretty one alive. I have plans for her.
Be wary. Yes, that's a trap. So I shall. Of course. As you desire. Of course. As you desire. As you desire. So I shall.
I think we work well together.
I would watch out were I you. Oh, no.
Something you need, my dear?
All done.
Ah! By all the beards of my ancestors! How did you... Where did you come from? You made a hole in my wall! It does? Oh, sod it. If people find out about this, my business will be ruined. They'll think I have something to do with Jarvia. Dead? How? Did you... You did, didn't you? You killed her. And then you climbed out of there into my shop. Oh, just leave me alone. I don't want anything to do with this. And if anyone comes asking, I'm gonna tell them you did it! You again. Here to buy something, or were you just thinking of Of course. Keep in mind, we also take items on trade.
Lord Balin swears revenge on Grey Wardens.
Again, Balin seems to be one step ahead. I thank you for helping me remove Jarvia, but it seems Balin spread rumors that it was I who raised her in the first place. To help with your troops, I will require your assistance one last time. Do you know anything of the Paragon Branka? Branka is a paragon, the only one we have been blessed with in 4 generations. 2 years ago, she took her entire house into the Deep Roads on a mad quest to uncover ancient secrets. No one's heard from her since. Were she to return and endorse someone for the throne, the Assembly would be honor-bound to accept her wishes. It's hard to say what she would do. She wasn't exactly known for her predictability. She never seemed to like being a paragon. She was devoted to her craft, never cared for politics. But one of the most brilliant minds Orzammar has seen. Branka hated Darkspawn with a passion. She would certainly be a valuable voice to support your treaty. My men traced Branka's disappearance to an ancient crossroads known as Caridin's Cross. It is many miles below where we normally venture, but I can provide a map to lead you there. Just enter the deep roads through the mines. Thank you again, and may the ancestors guide your steps. The vote is soon on the Deep Roads lawn. I would leave now if you're going.
His lordship appreciates your support.
Spare a few bits for it.
I have been studying Mother's grimoire. Do you wish to hear what I have found? 'Tis not what I expected. I had hoped for a collection of her spells, a map of the power that she commands, but this is not it. Disturbed? Yes, perhaps that is the right word. One thing in particular within her writings disturbs me. Here, in great detail, Flemeth explains the means by which she has survived for centuries. Oh, if only 'twere so. Flemeth has raised many daughters over her long lifetime. There are stories of these many witches of the wilds throughout Chastened legend, yet I have never seen a one, and always wondered why not. And now I know. They are all Flemeth. When her body becomes old and wizened, She raises a daughter, and when the time is right, she takes her daughter's body for her own. I do not know. Perhaps 'tis as she said, the Darkspawn threaten her as much as they threaten anyone else. Or perhaps she believes that this journey will make me more powerful. According to the tome, if the host is already powerful and trained in magic, it takes far less time for Flemeth to settle in. There is only one possible response to this. Flemeth needs to die. I will not sit about like an empty sack waiting to be filled. Flemeth must be slain, and I need your help to do it. And what would that do? At best, I would receive pointless reassurances. At worst, Flemeth would imprison me once she became aware I know what I do. I know my mother well enough to be confident she would show no mercy when it came to her own survival. I must do the same. Then what needs to be done is for you to go back to Flemeth's hut in the Kakari Wilds without me. If I am present when she is slain, I cannot be certain that she will not be able to possess my body right then, so I must remain at the camp. Confront her and slay her quickly. I doubt she will truly be dead even then, but it will take her years to find a new host and recover her power, if that is even possible. The thing I must have is her true grimoire. With it, I can defend against her power in the future. Everything else in her hut is yours. I am grateful. The sooner this can be done, the sooner it will set my mind at ease.
Yes.
I am hardly surprised. Very well. As you wish.
Something you need, my dear? Well, we're in camp. Now's as good a time as any to talk, right? What can I say? Your wish is my command. Yes.
Yes.
What shall we do? As you desire. Of course. cannot be.
And so you return. Lovely Morrigan has at last found someone willing to dance to her tune. Such enchanting music she plays, wouldn't you say? Which one, I wonder? What has Morrigan told you? What little plan has she hatched this time? That she does. The question is, do you? Ah, but it is an old, old story. One that Flemeth has heard before, and even told. Let us skip right to the ending, shall we? Do you slay the old wretch as Morrigan bids, or does the tale take a different turn? Morrigan wishes my grimoire? Take it as a trophy. Tell her I am slain. I go. Perhaps I surprise Morrigan one day. Or I may simply watch. It would be interesting to see what she does with her freedom. Enlightening, even. Would you give an old woman that? You get to keep her for a time. We believe what we want to believe. It's all we ever do. Shame. What will it be, then? It is a dance poor Flemeth knows well. Let us see if she remembers the steps. Come, she will earn what she takes. I'd have it no other way.
right, didn't I?
I have finished. I have done it.
Yep. The waiting around part is awesome.
There are so many things we could be doing.
I await your command. Mother's real grimoire, is it? I am glad you were able to find it after all. My thanks for retrieving it. I shall begin studying it immediately and unlock the power that it holds.
Sadly not.
Interesting.
Yes.
Yes.
Concentrate, like we practiced. Now, fire!
The sound this dark spot makes
Of course.
So be it. Very well. I shall do it. I shall do it. Very well. So be it. As you wish.
Yes. Well, all right.
I'm taking these apprentices to Redcliffe. The first enchanter says you need every able-bodied mage for the war. They're young, but capable enough, as you saw.
I heard about all those mages in Lake Callanheart. They have been turned into a pack of demons. Take us over.
I knew you wouldn't get much help of them. I fear there's no help for any
Orzammar
of us.
welcomes them.
Spare a few bits for an old man.
Yes, Warden. What is it? See, that's why I don't want you surfacers seeing our worst. You'll think that's all we are. The market is thin, but busy, and the tavern never closes. Bad blood is usually kept to the proving. Should toss Balin and Harrowmont in there, sort this all out in a hurry. You said as much. Take it to the assembly in the Diamond Quarter. Bunch of Desher lords bickering over sand. Balin, Harrowmont. Is one so different? No paragons here. Yes, you should.
Welcome to what will soon be Orzammar's first chantry. The chant of light will reach all corners of the world. We will never forget who made this possible. May her memory live forever.
Isn't it wonderful that the chant is being spread here in Orzammar?
Brother Burkle is such a generous man.
Back to buy something, I hope. I want that surface wealth coming back to us, Balin's ascension willing. Your surface gold can come back any time.
Something you need, my dear? Well, we're not exactly alone. What did you have in mind? Oh, but what about our audience? You don't think...
I've seen it a time or two. I won't gawk, trust me.
Well, all right then.
So I wonder, do you intend to take your mother's place now?
Take her place? What do you mean?
As the new Witch of the Wild. That was her title, no? When one slays the queen, it's assumed they'll take her throne.
Considering the throne is a small shack in the middle of a cold wilderness, I think I may just pass.
And why would you lie to me, I wonder?
Ah, is this the part where you hint at some subtle plot of mine? Because you are so very perceptive?
So you didn't know what your mother planned until you read it in that book. That's what you said.
That is correct.
I admire you. You are a wicked, wicked woman.
And you are a fool who spends far too much time on his hair.